Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Yes, we are back now. My the meta vault there that the wall of decks are in. The house is under construction, and I can't get to that room right now. It's safe. Don't worry. But it has been a while since I have put up a video, so today we are recording from the shop. I'll give you a quick pan around as much as this camera will do at the end. But let's get to it. Deck number 914, because they are cranking out legends and I don't need to stop building decks, is Erinis Gloom Stalker. Now for 3 mana, we get a 3/3 Death Touch Halfling Ranger. Death, I mean, that's not bad, right? And then whenever Erinis attacks, return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield, and we get to choose a background. She's green. I wanted to add another color. Folk Hero. I am still, I apologize about the sound. I don't have my Blue Yeti here. I had to cut off part of the lights just to reduce glare. So it's not the optimal recording scenario. So I do apologize if it's not quite up to our usual standard. But Folk Hero is a background for 2 that says whenever you cast a spell that shares a creature type with this creature, draw a card. Well, this is green-white Rangers. We have a lot of Rangers. Now, a lot of these Rangers you're about to see have Ranger in the name, and they got retconned to actually have a creature type Ranger when Wizards started supporting that creature type. So let's get to our Rangers, shall we? We're going to start off all the way back in Visions with the Quirion Ranger. Bounce a force to your hand, untap a creature. Orochi Ranger. I'm going to have to stop that. Deals combat damage. Scrib Ranger. Varys. Varys is a Ranger. Birchlore. Drist. Drist is a Ranger. Look at that. Tabaxi Toucaneers. Cloakwood. Cloakwood. Murasa. Going all the way back to Alliances. Yeah, I'm still working on the logistics of getting the right camera angles and stuff, and I don't think I have it. Kelsinko Ranger. Now, I have had a chance to play this deck several times. I get made fun of because there's 2 creatures in the deck or 3 creatures in the deck that are not Rangers, but they are necessary for the theme. But Kelsinko Ranger, you know, I threw it in because it was a Ranger, but now, wow, it actually has helped. I have seen this in game. Target green creature gains first strike has helped me a bunch with a death-touching green commander. Oakham Ranger, Avenging Hunter. Now, Juniper Order Ranger, whoa. This thing tends to die very quickly because it can get out of hand. Intrepid Outlander, Ranger in Vec. We don't appreciate regeneration enough, do we? Cloak Cadet, Borderland Ranger, Halana, Kadira, the Sharpshooter Elf, Sky Shroud Ranger. That extra land drop is really, really good. Cloud Goat, Jade Light, Treetop, Carefree Swine Master, Norwood Ranger. That's right. Just a good old-fashioned blur. I don't have good old-fashioned blur. Come on now. Focus in. Let's try Sylvan Ranger. Is that going to do it for us? No. There we go. I'm going to turn that autofocus off. So, that is our Rangers. Now, Rangers sometimes need a little help, as we all know, because they're a little on the small side. Behemoth Sledge, Armadillo Cloak, and Unflinching Courage, all kind of helping him out. Rancor, another good one, and Whisper Silk Cloak. Thank you very much, Mr. Danny, for donating the Whisper Silk Cloak. Now, let's get to the theme. Our commander lets us get a land back from the yard. So we're going to skip ahead to the non-basic lands. Well, the part that matters. We're not worried about the duels or something. But like the Botanical Plaza, we can sack it to draw a card and thus get it back later. Blighted Woodland sacks to get 2 lands. You see where I'm going here. Tranquil Thicket, early game, you can cycle it away, get it back. Same with Slippery Karst. Whoop. Slippery Karst. Warped Landscape. Now, yes, you know, Strip Mine and stuff like that would be pretty good, but they're not in here. Secluded Step, Terramorphic Expanse. And by the way, I know that this is not the optimal way to build this commander. I know. But I don't really optimize. Y'all know that. Terramorphic, Evolving, Ash Barrens. All these are lands that we can somehow get in our graveyard naturally by the ability of the land and get them back. Cryptic Caves, Grove of the Guardian, and Terminal Moraine. So all of those are the lands that we're not sad to see hit the graveyard at all. Tell you what, I know this is terrible and bad filmmaking, but we're going to try to raise this tripod up a little bit. This is a weird little tripod that I got with the new camera here that I bought for the shop. That looks a little better. Okay. So our ramp, because you know me, I've got to have some version of ramp. Soul Ring, a couple of diamonds with marble and moss, and then Nature's Lore. But now stuff like Harrow and Rolling Regrowth, putting those lands into the graveyard, right? I do have Multani because it counts lands in play and lands in your graveyard, so I kind of had to put that one in there. Ramanop Excavator is another one of the 3 that are not Rangers, and I guess I might as well show you the third one, is the Sun Titan. Sun Titan is just a great card. We can get lands back with it. We can get whatever we need. But the rest of this kind of works with the graveyard. You know, Night of the Reliquary. I'm sorry, there's 4. Night of the Reliquary just works so well with the deck. Zurin Orb can keep you alive in a pinch, and it puts lands into the yard. Mending of Dominaria. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now, the Mending of Dominaria and Splendid Reclamation work exceptional with Zurin Orb. If you're sure there's not a blue player at the table, or well, that's rare. If there's not a counterspell at the table, because you can cast Splendid Reclamation as a sorcery and respond to it by sacrificing all your lands, and so you get all that life and they just come back. Be careful though, because if you sack it all and somebody counters the Splendid, you're in a bad place. Of course, Titania, bringing the lands back. I do have a Ranger class, because, I mean, why not? Now, yes, I'm also running the Druid class, because it works with landfall, you know. And I love the Balagad Recovery. I think we all do. Very versatile regrowth on one side, land on the other side. And that's going to bring us to our removal. Now, Broken Bond, Return to Nature, Naturalize, all pretty well standard for me anyway. We're white and green, so Sundering Growth. I am using a Plummet because we don't have a whole lot of flyers in the deck. Speaking of which, Whirlwind kills them all. I love this. I got to play it against a dragon deck, and it felt really good. Heliod's Intervention. The more and more I play this card, the more I love it. Um, just X target artifacts or enchantments. That's really good. I don't know that I've ever cast it to gain twice X life. We have a Depopulate. I promise you we have a Depopulate. Depopulate and Austere Command because, wow, it's really good. Now, our 4 non-basic lands that aren't, you know, we just have the Bountiful Promenade, Manor Gate, Citadel Gate, and the Rogue's Passage. So, that is what we have got for the deck. There's my little prop there. Go ahead. Now, I don't have a wall to put this on. I do apologize. But I can show you the walls of the shop because this may be one of the first times that I've shown y'all. Oh, got to get my tokens in there. I try to keep my tokens for each deck with it. And that is 914. It is done. So let me, let's see. Boom. This is the view of the shop where I'm sitting. Of course, we're closed right now. The table space, we have comfortable seating for 80 here. We were pretty close to max capacity for the modern 1K. Over here, we have the, do you know how, when you first learned how to play Magic, you had just gotten into it, and you were just building your first deck, and it was just, you went to your first F&M, and you got curb stomped the whole night. Well, obviously you did not stop playing. But a lot of folks do, because they just don't have fun losing all the time. So what I try to do is on Friday nights here, I have 2 sides. I try to have a competitive event and a casual event. The casual event is more of a draft. It's more of a, you know, more focusing on learning to play, things like that. And then the competitive side is just that. You charge an entry fee, things get competitive. And that is why this is the light side and the competitive side is the dark side. But you see the Warhammer tables and the board game wall back there. And then we're going to turn and look at this guy. Oh. I'm not 100% a fan of this particular tripod. Love the camera. The camera's amazing. It is probably one of the higher end cameras I've ever done. Hey, look at that. See? That tripod. Not a fan. All my good tripods suffer at the house. But here, we will finish giving you the tour. Of course, that is the counter. I have 7 cases. For Magic, there's 1 for Standard, 1 for Modern, and 1 for Commander. Over here are the aisles of actual shopping product, along with a giant chessboard, checkerboard, and stuff. But and of course, my popcorn machine, free popcorn all the time. Because, you know, I like to eat popcorn. Who doesn't, right? Well, okay, Derek doesn't like to. We'll see if he's watching this. I won't tell him I said that. But I appreciate y'all being so patient with me. I know this is not the optimal setup. Probably be here for another week or so. It's recording here, maybe 2 weeks, because can't get to that room right now. Can get to the rest of the house, but can't get to that room. So this is what we're doing. Figured out a way to make it work. Bought a new camera. Still not happy with the tripod. I don't know what the audio is going to sound like because this is the first time. This is the first time I've recorded with it. So I guess I need to do a sound check, an audio check before I upload this. So anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And I think that's it. We are going to, hold on. I don't have a mouse either. It's the laptop, so I'm not used to that. We're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.